Dear students of class 7, welcome to today's program, Amar Ghore, Amar School. Once again, I am with you. I am Soyed Firoz Alam. Dear students, how are you? I hope all of you are well by the grace of Almighty Allah. Today, I am going to take a class from English for Today book. It is Unit 5 and Lesson 2 and 3. You can see the title of this unit, Great Women to Remember. Okay, let us know the learning outcomes of this unit. After we have studied this unit, we will be able to ask and answer questions, talk about people, read and understand text, write answers to questions, write short paragraphs and compositions, understand and enjoy stories, poems and other text materials. Here you can see the learning outcomes of this unit. Now, let us know the learning outcomes of lesson 2. After we have studied this lesson, we will be able to ask and answer questions, read and understand text, write answers to multiple choice questions, write answers to questions. Dear students, you can see the learning outcomes of lesson 2. Let us move on to our next slide. In the previous class, I gave you a homework. I hope all of you have done it. I told you to write a paragraph on Begum Rokeya. Okay, let's start our today's lesson. In this picture, you can see Begum Rokeya. So, our today's lesson is Begum Rokeya part 2. Read these questions first, then listen to the teacher or CD and answer to the questions. Question number 1. What did Begum Rokeya do to make people remember her husband? Question number 2. Do you know what kind of books she wrote? Dear learners, can you guess the answer? Okay, let's see the answer. Question number 1. What did Begum Rokeya do to make people remember her husband? The answer is Begum Rokeya established Shakhawat Hussain Memorial Girls School to make people remember her husband. Question number 2. Do you know what kind of books she wrote? The answer is she wrote novels and stories. So, I hope the answers are clear to you. Let's move to our next slide. Listening text 6. I have the text for you. Begum Rokeya's husband Shakhawat Hussain died in 1909. Begum Rokeya's husband Shakhawat Hussain, who died in 1909. 5 months after his death, Rokeya set up a high school for girls in Bhagalpur. 5 months after his death, Rokeya set up a high school for girls in Bhagalpur. In memory of her husband, it was named Shakhawat Memorial Girls High School. She established the school in memory of her husband, and for this reason, the school was named Shakhawat Memorial Girls High School. There was a dispute among the members of her husband's family over the school land. There was a dispute in her husband's family over the school land. Later, the school was moved to Kolkata. For this reason, later the school was moved to Kolkata. The school is now one of the most popular schools for girls. It is now one of the most popular schools for girls. Now, it is run by the Porchim Bangla state. Now, it is run by the Porchim Bangla state. Rokeya started her literary career in 1902 with a Bangla story entitled Pipasha. Rokeya started her literary career in 1902 with a Bangla story, and it was named Pipasha. She wrote a good number of short stories and novels. Her publications are Sultana's Dream and Poddurak. Begum Rokeya died of a massive heart attack on 9th December 1932. She died on 9th December 1932 by a massive heart attack. So let's do some exercise from this lesson. Listen again and tick the best answer. You can see some multiple choice questions in the screen. The first one is, Shakawat Hossain died in 1902, 1909, 1932. Dear learners, can you guess the answer? Yes, the answer is 1909. Number 2, Begum Rokeya set up a girls' school in Kolkata, Bhagalpur, Pairabandh. Which one is correct? Yes, Begum Rokeya set up a girls' high school in Bhagalpur. Okay, let's move on to our next slide. Begum Rokeya set up this school in memory of her husband, father, mother. Yes, the correct answer is husband. Number 4, there was a dispute in her husband's family. Here, dispute means that the members were of the same opinion, had different opinions, did not like each other. The answer is number B, had different opinions. Next, Shakawat Hossain Memorial Girls' School is a private school, a government school, a Muslim school. Dear learners, in the passage you have seen that it is now run by Porchim Bangla State. So, it is a government school. Number 6, Begum Rokeya wrote short stories and poems, novels and poems, novels and short stories. Which one is correct? Yes, it is number C, novels and short stories. Here you can see some questions. First one, what did Begum Rokeya do for female education? Number 2, why did she move Shakawat Memorial Girls High School to Kolkata? Number 3, what are some of her important writings? Dear learners, can you guess the answer? Okay, do you want to see the answer? Okay, let's see it. Number 1, what did Begum Rokeya do for female education? The answer is, Begum Rokeya established Shakawat Memorial Girls High School for female education. Question number 2, why did she move Shakawat Memorial Girls High School to Kolkata? The answer is, she moved Shakawat Memorial Girls High School to Kolkata because there was a dispute among the members of her husband's family over the school land. Number C, or question number 3, what are some of her important writings? The answer is, some of her important writings are Motichur, Sultana's Dream, Padmarag, etc. So, that's all from this lesson. I hope this lesson is clear to you. Now, we will move on to our next lesson. It is lesson 3. First, let us learn the learning outcomes of lesson 3. After we have studied this lesson, we will be able to ask and answer questions, read and understand text, match words with their meanings, write answers to true or false, write answers to multiple choice questions. So, here you can see the learning outcomes of lesson 3. Let's move on to our next slide. Guess the pictures. In the screen you can see 2 pictures. Do you know who is she? Do you know her name? Yes, she is Helen Keller. So, our today's lesson is lesson 3, Helen Keller part 1. First, you can see some keywords here. First one, humanitarian, then disabled, inventor, plantation. Humanitarian, it means a person who seeks to promote human welfare. Disabled. It generally refers a person. It means having a physical or mental condition that limits their movements, senses, or activities. Inventor. It means a person who invented a particular process or device, or who invents things as an occupation. Plantation. It means an area in which trees have been planted especially for commercial purposes. So, you have learned the meanings of these words. Let's move on to our lesson today. Lesson 3, Helen Keller Part 1. Already you have learned the keywords. Now, talk about the picture. Who is the woman in the picture? Do you know who is the woman? Yes, she is Helen Keller. And what is she famous for? She is famous for her social work. She helped the disabled people. Okay, let's start our today's lesson. Read about Helen Keller. Helen Keller was a great humanitarian. She was a great humanitarian. She worked for the welfare of human beings. She deeply cared for the people who were sick and injured. She took deep care for the people who were sick and injured. These disabled people could not use a part of their body, and these disabled people could not use a part of their body. Helen worked for these disabled people all through her life, and all through her life she worked for such kind of disabled people. Helen Keller was born in 1880 in Tuscumbia, Alabama. Her father was Captain Arthur Keller and mother Catherine Adams Keller. So, you can see that Helen Keller was born in 1880 in Tuscumbia, Alabama. Her father was named Captain Arthur Keller and her mother was Catherine Adams Keller. Her family was not raised. Her family was not raised, and its main source of income was cotton plantation. They got income from cotton plantation. Helen was quite healthy when she was born. When Helen was born, she was quite healthy. But in 1882, she had a high fever. And she became blind, deaf and dumb. And it is a matter of regret that she became blind, deaf and dumb. At that time, her father was a newspaper editor. He told Alexander Graham Bell about Helen. Her father knew Alexander Graham Bell and he told about Helen to him. Bell, the inventor of telephone. We know that Bell invented telephone, was working with deaf children that time, and Bell was working with deaf children at that time. Later, Bell met Helen and her parents. He suggested Perkins School for the Blind in Boston for Helen, and he suggested Helen's parents to send her to Perkins School in Boston. Captain Arthur went to the director of the school, Michael Anagnos. Mr. Anagnos sent one of his best students called Annie Sullivan to help Helen in 1887. Captain Arthur went to meet the director of the school, and his name was Michael Anagnos. Mr. Anagnos sent one of his best students named Annie Sullivan to help Helen in 1887. Annie greatly helped Helen to communicate, and that student helped Helen greatly to communicate. So, this is all from this passage. Let's do some exercise from this passage. Here you can see a matching. you have to match the words with their meanings. Words in the left columns are humanitarian, disabled, plantation, inventor. And on the right column you can see the first one, a large area of land where crops like sugar, banana, etc. are grown. Second one, a person who has discovered something. Third one, making people's sufferings less and improving their living conditions. And fourth one, unable to use a part of the body easily or completely because of illness, injury, etc. Okay, let us match these words with their meanings. Humanitarian, it means making people suffering less and improving their living conditions. Disabled, it means unable to use a part of the body easily or completely because of illness, injury, etc. Plantation, plantation means a large area of land where crops like sugar, banana, etc. are grown. And inventor, it means a person who has discovered something. So dear learners, I hope this matching is clear to you. Now let's move on to our next slide. It is time to give you some homework from this lesson. Dear learners, here you can see true or false. If false, you have to give the correct answer. Here the first one, Helen always helped the suffering people. Second one, she came from a rich family. Third one, she was born blind, deaf and dumb. Fourth one, Alexander Graham Bell was both an inventor and a social worker. Fifth one, Annie Sullivan was a good teacher of Helen Keller. To answer this true or false, you have to read the text carefully. Now, you can see some other homework from this lesson. It is multiple choice questions. You have to choose correct answers from these given answers. You have to do it. Dear students, if you want to see this class again or if you want to watch this class again, please go to our Facebook page, Amar Ghore Amar School, or you can go to our YouTube channel, or you can go to Kishore Batan. And if you have any queries or if you want to share your opinion with us, please feel free to share it through email. So that's all for today. Thank you.